Well, the show's called something good. Should we play games that are good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do
We
that.
should. This next game, ooh, I'm very excited because it's all about our sweet, sweet Ben. Oh gosh, Ben, the ladies' man. Nope. Uh,
Okay.
it's a game. We like to call it Ben or Drake. So back before Ben's beautiful girlfriend, who he loves very much, he was, trying to talk to ladies. And so we're going to take our time and we're going to look at a quote and see if it is a Drake lyric or if it is something that, in fact, Ben said to try and get the ladies
Ooh,
excited about Ben. It's just,
this should not be
mwah.
our first game, first and foremost.
I'm so
And
excited.
I'm so glad it's over.
secondly,
This is the
if
best game
you
we've
are
ever
a member
played.
of my family, click off, turn off for 5 minutes, go get a snack, eat a cookie. If you
No, no,
watch
no.
this and you
We
mention
need the
it, I
views.
will
You have to
never
keep
look at
watching.
you
All
or
right.
never talk to you.
I
Oh,
think it's good. I think it's exciting.
We
okay.
want you guys to comment in the chat. So Caitlin and I are guessing whether it's Ben's honest text or a Drake lyric, and you guys should be guessing too. We'll so put it in the chat. Whatever you think, and if you think we're wrong, tell us.
Yes.
We'll find out.
So
Uh,
let's start the game.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
start the game. Lindsay, you can put the first one up. Also, shout out to Lindsay, our producer, of
Our
the show,
amazing producer who makes this all happen.
who's gonna ruin my life by putting the first quote up. Okay, here we go.
I think you ruined it. I want everybody to know that this game was Ben's pitch.
Yeah. What's fun when you're being emotionally vulnerable is when your pals just betray you right at the top. That's always a fun thing for a game. Feels great.
All right.
Okay.
Let's hear it, Ben.
Let's get this started.
The first line is, I'm scared that every girl I care for will find a better man and end up happier in the long run. Is that me? Or is that Drake?
Oh no!
I mean, the reality is, I think it's you, but I want it to be Drake.
Okay.
I mean, this is Ben. This is Ben's sad little heart looking for a home. Oh
Oh,
my
Jesus.
god. That's what I think. I think it is just
Everybody in the chat thinks it's you, Ben.
Ugh. Yeah, also my sister is in the chat, which is tight. That means she's watching. Great. This is gonna get worse, and you don't want your kids to see this. I'm telling you this right now.
So funny.
Okay,
Please let
so,
your kids watch.
For this one, this is Drake, actually. This is
No, what? Really?
I don't know the song anymore. I got rid of all the songs, but this is a Drake song. So
Oh.
you can just Google it. You can put that up there.
Ben, I'm so sorry I was wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Let's do the next one here. Next quote. Put that up there. Also, Chloe and Caitlin, keep track of time so we don't go super long. I just
Yeah,
started.
great.
Okay. The next one is, I was by your old apartment today. Just hope it just wasn't the same without you. Is that Drake or is that?
It's Ben.
No, I think it's Drake. I believe this is Drake. Let's see.
So we're split.
I believe this is.
I think it's Ben. I think I could see a little sad Ben walking around
This wasn't the same.
Minneapolis, just being like,
People in the chat just think so little of me. It's
We
fucking
really
brutal.
got a mix.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
Okay. What is
Ready?
it?
That was me. That was me.
I tried.
Thank you for giving me the benefit of the doubt.
nope, I knew it was
My
you.
mom thought it was Drake for the.
Shout out to Becky Radcliffe. You know I love you, girl. After my girlfriend breaks up with me for knowing what this game is now, Becky, I might be hitting you up. Next one.
Here,
The
let's
next thing is. Oh fuck. Okay, this is brutal.
Read
I
it.
don't. You two can't see him, but everyone else sees what this is, and this is brutal.
Oh my god! No, we can't see it.
You can see it.
No, we're watching the stream.
You gotta say it out loud. You say it right now, Ben.
My poor father is.
Your niece is watching. And I don't want them to think less of Drake.
Say it out loud.
Better be Drake.
I was
Say it out loud.
thinking about
My
bending
72-year-old father is watching.
Let's hear it, Ben. Say it.
thinking about bending you over and pressing it up against just to see if you really got ass or not.
This has to be Drake. Make this Drake. Please make this Drake.
I think it's Ben. I think Ben was a little freak.
My goodness, please. I'm blushing. Please make this Drake. My mom said, oh, God damn.
This was me. This was the thing I did. And I will say again, because I am now single, no doubt in my mind. Okay. It literally, between me and Drake, it gets worse. That's what's crazy. You think that's bad? It gets worse. Whew. Okay, next one. I hate this. Before you said, "You're mine," I was yours already.
Oh, that's Drake. I mean, after that bend over, what? I can make your pussy whistle.
Oh, I think we went a little. We went a little ahead, but
Shouldn't have invited my parents to watch this.
okay.
What a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know. This is
Oh, I can make it. Okay, I think we should make this a twofer. Okay.
Yeah, we'll make this a two. So the first one was before you said "you're mine," I was yours already. Is
I
that
think
me or is
it's
that
Drake.
you think that's Drake?
I
Chloe?
think they're both.
I think that's Ben.
That was Drake.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And
Alright.
the pussy.
Uh,
We go through this one
And
fast.
then I can make your pussy whistle.
Drake,
I'm sorry,
please,
my nieces are watching this. You think it's me or Drake?
Drake, please.
Okay, Caitlin.
Drake.
Okay, that is a Drake line. The last part of that is like the Andy Griffith theme song. I left that
Ah,
off.
that's funny. Okay.
Great.
My mom says we're grown-ups.
Well, my teenage nieces and toddler nephews are not, so that's why I hate my life. But that's their fault. They shouldn't be watching this.
We're never doing this game again.
Oh,
The
we're
next-
doing it all the time.
The next one is I'm okay with jumping off this ledge without a safety net as long as I get to know you a little bit better before I hit the ground. Is that Drake or is that me? I don't like your faces.
That's Ben.
That's good music.
That's Ben.
That's 100% Ben.
Okay, yeah, that was me. It was like 20. It was like 2008. I thought it was slick. I was a few years removed from high school. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh.
This next one is not anything anyone should see, regardless of who said it. The next one
I'm
is
so nervous.
I think this is what should be on the screen for everyone. This is gross. I don't mean to be too forward, but honestly, I really just want to make you come.
Ben, if you said this and you put this in this fucking game voluntarily, I take no responsibility for this. I hope every single person in the audience knows that we did not pick these. Ben scrolled through his chats and was like, yeah, cool. This is the thing I want to put up on the screen.
I mean, Allie Whalen said it perfectly. She was like, the butt honestly gives it away. I think it's Ben. Because that's something Ben says. But honestly,
Okay, I don't sound like that, first and foremost. If anything, people confuse me for Drake all the time, just in public. That is me. Okay, moving on. Let's see.
you know what? Good on ya. I'm glad that that's a goal of yours. It should
Oh
be
my
with every man, okay?
I didn't know.
You feminist. You
Honestly, I think I read it in like a romance novel at one point. I was like, this is probably what you should say.
Did you run these by Allie
No.
before?
No, never.
Good.
Why would I? Are you kidding me?
Allie, I'm so sorry.
Okay, we'll try to speed through some of these. The next one is I had to let go of us to show myself what I could do. Is
Oh,
that me?
boy,
Is
that's
that
got to
Drake?
be Drake.
No, that's Ben.
Everybody hates me.
That's
I think it's Drake.
It was such a stain. That is Drake. Thank you very much. You know nothing, Chloe Radcliffe.
I'm doing pretty good at this game.
You're crushing it, actually. We have two left. We can speed through.
Yeah.
The next one is I still remember slow dancing with you in the living room. That seems like forever ago.
Oh my God, that sounds like a Blake Shelton song.
Oh, I
Right?
should throw Blake Shelton in here.
Oh, that's got to be you.
Why? Why do you say that?
I mean,
I think that might be Drake.
Drake doesn't slow dance. He lets bitches grind up on him.
Well, I did that before and you got mad at me. So now what do you want? I don't know.
I think it's Drake, or I think it's Ben.
You think it's Ben, I think it's Drake. Which is it?
That is me.
I am crushing this game. Okay.
Remember it like it was yesterday. Okay, I missed you. All right. The last one is I want your hot love and emotion. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. Is that me?
Well, that's Drake.
That's Drake.
We can sing that one.
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah, that is Drake. That is from Just Hold On, We're Going Home.
Ooh.
And that's the game that ruined a lot of things for me, probably.
Oh,
Ben or Drake.
it's amazing. Oh God, Ben, I respect you more, but at the same time, I have no respect for you. You know what I mean? Like
So we're just back at square. We're right where we
Yeah.
were right before we started the game. Perfect.
Oh.
Ben's girlfriend Allie says, Ben, it's like I don't even know you.
And ladies, if you're watching, I have no idea who that is. All right, next game. Oh wait, the thing. Then sorry. The next game is not a game; it's a person. The next thing we like to do during our show is called Anything But Stand Up, where we have our very funny friends send us in some awesome videos. And today we have a video by the very funny Dylan Adler. He's UCB. He's a stand-up comedian. He's hilarious. We're so glad that he gave us this video. Please enjoy this presentation from Dylan Adler, everybody. Give it up.
Hello, I'm Dylan Adler. I'm going to do the widely respected art form of musical comedy. I'm gonna start off with a song about coronavirus. 2 days ago, I was punched in the face on the street in New York. That is not a lie. Here we go. I'll unpack it later. My corona, everyone is freaking out, including me, over the exponential growth of my corona. Whenever I go out to get groceries or Purell, people look at me like I am walking corona. Fuck you all, cough in your mouth, racist! 2 days ago I was punched in the face. It really fucked me up. Also, 6 feet, dumbass! 6 feet! Before quarantine, a gay Asian on Grindr got the message, no corona and no rice. It was definitely from a white gay. White gays are the worst. You guys know, one time I went on a date with a white gay. He was like, I have a samurai costume. I'd love to see you put it on. And then he talked to me about studying Japanese in college and about internment. I hope he gets corona. I hope he gets corona in the ass. People try to make it seem like Asian racism doesn't exist. They try to put their own guilt on us. But literally 2 days ago I was punched in the face. And also before this I've always gotten the stink eye from old white guys. They look at me like I am an enemy from war. And they look at me like I'm the reason why their grandson didn't get into UC Berkeley. It's like, your grandson didn't get into UC Berkeley because he's a lazy piece of shit! My corona 1.0 GPA? Thank you. Yeah, no, it's true. Literally, 2 days ago I was attacked on the street. It was fucked up. But if you follow me on Instagram at Dylan Adler _ it will take the pain away. Please follow me at Dylan Adler _ Thank you. This final thing I'm gonna do is a song about, sometimes in quarantine, or if you were just kind of, attacked on the street. Mental health can be a hard thing to kind of deal with. So this is a song about how frustrated I feel I am with where I am mental health wise, despite all the work I've done with my therapist. Here we go. Why am I still fucked up? I literally did a treatment where for 3 hours I pretended that my mom was a pillow. Then I started crying when my therapist was like, can you tell the pillow you forgive yourself? Why am I still fucked up? up. One time I left therapy like, I'm healed, hallelujah. An hour later, you're still in hell, you dumb bitch! Why am I still fucked up? I'm gonna have a gay twin brother who's way less fucked up than me. How fucked up is that? I call him all the time. He's like, oh, sorry, I'm with my friends. Friends! Why am I still fucked up? I was raped in a hotel in the Lower East Side. I don't remember which hotel it was, but when I'm in the neighborhood, I'm like, Why am I still fucked up? Also, my rapist was ugly! Oh, it's not like that makes it worse, but it kinda makes it worse, it does. Why am I still fucked up? One time at a family gathering, I made a joke about the sexual tension between my twin brother and I, and it bombed! It was so awkward for my grandma. She survived Japanese internment. Why am I still fucked up? 2 days ago, I was punched in the face in New York. It really fucked me up. I tried to get a picture of the guy, but the picture was in selfie mode. Fuck my life! Why am I still fucked up? One time I tried to finger myself because it was like, this will help me with sex stuff. Instead, it made me more scared, like, you're the enemy now. I don't know what they want from me. It's like the more therapy I go through, the more fucked up I remain, and the richer she becomes. Touching! I don't know what they want from me. It's like the more therapy I go through, I steal her toilet paper. Ha ha! Oh yes, I wipe my ass with my white therapist charming toilet paper. I need to stop falling for white men who own a bonsai tree. It's fucked up if you're not just as fucked up as me, but it's okay because that means you're inherently boring. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed that. Please follow me on Instagram. It will heal me.
Dylan Adler, everybody, check him out, follow him. So funny.
So
Dylan, amazing. I remember seeing Dylan right when I moved to the city. I went to open mics constantly. You know, you go to like 4 or 5 open mics a night. And a couple months in, I saw Dylan at an open mic, and I was like, oh, he's the first like amazingly funny person I've seen in the whole month of going to like bad open mics 4 or 5 times in a row. So he's so funny.
So
Dylan seen me 6 times in that span, and that hurts. But Dylan is very talented, and
But I stand by what I said.
that's fair. If you liked the show so far, if you like Dylan, if you like us, please donate. There's a donate link in the description in our YouTube page there, and it helps. It goes back to the show. It goes to the performers. We like to get everyone paid, and
Goes to our producer Lindsay, our amazing producer Lindsay.
That is true. And so anything you can spare, I know it's difficult time for everybody. Anything you can spare goes back to help people who need money right now because we are not working or will not be working. But we love you regardless. Should we do the next game?
We should do the next game. All right. The next game is called A Little Inspiration. And 2 weeks ago, we did some fun impressions challenges. None of us are good at impressions. And we're about to find out whether any of us are good at accents. Sort of in a similar way. So we will be getting surprised with random accents and random quotes. And those accents and quotes will all be chosen by our significant others, who are sitting for the most part in the same room as us. And you will see us attempt to deliver lines in a fresh accent. So this is a really on the spot challenge. Let's get to it.
Okay.
All right. So Caitlin, yeah, you go first, and Steve is gonna pick your accent and quote.
Okay.
13.
And one more number.
6.
13 and 6. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys have to guess what.
Oh, and we are guessing. Yes,
Oh,
right.
wait.
Yes. You have
We're
to guess
guessing?
what kind of accent I'm doing.
If you've already seen it, Ben, then don't guess. But I haven't seen it, so
Okay.
Sure, but how? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't even know if this is. The ignorance of one voter.
This is crazy.
And-
I thought already. This is insane.
The ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all.
Oh, what?
Bernie Sanders doing Bernie Sanders quote?
No, it's by John F. Kennedy, but that's not the accent I'm trying to do.
Wait.
Boy.
This isn't the accent. Wait.
I did the quote, and this is the accent.
This is insane.
Mafia?
That's not far off, honestly.
No, I don't know what it is. It's Chicago.
Wait.
Wow.
Was that bad?
Yeah.
Wasn't the best.
Wasn't good.
Wasn't the best.
Oh,
All right. I'll go next. Jeff, pick a number between 1 and 27.
14.
14, great.
How are you not seeing the other ones on the list is my question. You know what I mean?
And we haven't memorized them. It's fine. And pick a number between 1 and 18.
1.
Okay. Okay. I love America more than any other country in the world. And exactly for this reason, I insist on the right to criticize her perpetually. I think all theories are suspect that the finest principles may have modified or may even be pulverized by the demands of life, and that one must find, therefore, one's own moral center and move through the world, hoping that this center will guide one aright.
Our president's second wife.
This is quote by James Baldwin.
That's crazy.
What's crazy is that, Ben, you picked a quote that's 80 seconds long.
Stop pulling the curtain back and lean into it, Radcliffe, okay? That was not a bad impression. Okay? It did feel a little, it was a little dicey, but it was not a bad impression. I'm guessing
I
that's
thought it was great. Russian. You're Russian.
You guys got it.
Okay, she's not in the room with me because we're kind of fighting after before, but I'll see. Hey, babe, can you give me 2 numbers? 3, and give me 1 more. Not a hard, Jesus.
3 and
Well,
17.
I'd be fighting
Okay.
with you too. Tone is everything, Ben.
We got 3 and we got 17. Okay. The person who's this is tough. Okay, hold on.
I'm so
It's hard
excited.
to do without the thing that gives it away.
I'm so excited.
The person who
You can give it away. Give it away.
I'd be like, here's how I would do it. I'd be like, the person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who's doing it. The Chinese proverb.
I don't know what part of that you thought was the part that gave it away, but it didn't make it clear.
I think the end nailed it. I think I nailed it. You want me to do it again? No, we don't have time. No
God
time.
help us if you do.
Is it Australian?
I would say Irish.
Okay, it was Australian. Thank you. I am an artist.
Oh boy.
Boy, I was like, the person. I can't.
Oh.
Go ahead. Should we just circle back? You want me to do the next?
We got one more round. Yeah, Caitlin. All right, Caitlin, you hit the next round.
Okay. Steve, pick a number between 1 and 27.
4 and 23.
4 and 23. Oh,
well, flip. Then just do 25.
23 and then 4.
Okay. Y'all, before y'all diagnose is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life behaving that it is stupid. Believing that it is stupid.
Einstein, right?
Albert Einstein.
What? I feel like you're doing an accent that we did not.
It's there, mother.
It's too late. We crossed the bridge. Say whatever you
Not
want.
swearing show. My parents are watching.
I mean, you sound Southern, but I don't think that's a thing that we're doing.
It is. Did you not even look at my list?
No, because I guess they're supposed to be random. Chloe, you go. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm done
All right,
fighting
Jeff,
with
pick
you.
2 more numbers.
6 and 9.
I thought I did pretty good.
9.
It was great. It was good.
Oh.
Y'all.
Okay, are you ready?
I almost feel like I know it because of what your face was. Oh boy, shoulders. Ethnic, folks.
I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel.
It's a good quote.
Maya Angelou.
I would say, oh, that's like, with the rolling of the tongues make me think that it's Spanish.
Is that what that was? I thought it was like Ukrainian or some shit. Spanish?
Caitlin did nail it. It was Spanish. And I'm glad that you missed it at the beginning. To get myself into it, I said quesadilla.
Well,
Beautiful.
we're canceled.
That was beautiful.
All right, Ben, take us home.
All right, band, one more time. 10. 27. 10 and 27.
There's not a 27. It only goes up to 19. You can flip them, though. You could do 27 and 10.
27 and 10. Perfect. 27 and 10. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Albert Einstein. It's pretty good.
Was
Huh?
that Kennedy?
No, it's Albert Einstein. Do you not listen? What's wrong with you?
Wait, do it
Do it
again,
again. Do it again, Ben.
Okay.
Come on.
Little please goes a long way, folks.
please.
Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Albert Einstein.
Caitlin, do you know what this is?
I know what this is because I think it's an impression of you doing an impression of me doing an impression of the Beatles.
Yeah, it was definitely that meta, for sure. I mean, you nailed it, but it definitely wasn't me earnestly trying to nail
Oh,
it.
it's the Beatles.
Yeah.
Just all 4 Beatles.
Yep.
I did what I was given.
When the
written
Beatles
word
were
is king.
being.
The Beatles was what was given. I went with Ringo or whatever. Whoever's alive.
You guys really got to look at my suggestions.
No, that's the point. We can't look at your suggestions.
I thought that was pretty good.
This was not a well thought out game, but it was very fun. I did have fun doing it. If you liked our impressions, let us know in the comments. I know you like mine, so you don't really have to talk about me.
Yeah, what did you think of our impressions?
But I don't know. We should maybe get ready for our next segment.
Yeah, the show is wrapping up, and as our headliner for the evening, we are so excited. We have a stand-up comic who is so funny, and we love him, and we know that you're gonna love him. And just so everybody in the stream knows, he can't hear you. Please keep laughing, laugh, clap, do whatever you're gonna do. He can hear us. You will be able to hear us, so that he's not performing to an empty audience. He's so funny, and we're so thrilled to have him. You've seen him on Comedy Central and so many late nights, and he has an album coming out this Friday. So go and check out his album. Did I get the date wrong, Ben?
No, I said hell yeah. I was like,
hell yeah.
Albums are great.
That's right. He has an album this Friday. Go check out his album. We're so excited to have him on the show. Please make some noise for Myq Kaplan.
Wow, it's me. Thank you for all the noise. That's the one thing that we don't really get these days. You hear about it and it seems like a bad thing. You're like, noise. Oh, it's so noisy. But now, and we probably, because of our saying that, is why we're here now. We're like, oh, I guess the genie granted us our wish for less noise. So it is kind of annoying that those wishes always end up like not being what you want. Like if you're in the winter and you're like, it's cold, I wish it were hot, and then it's the summer and the genie's like, look, and I meant then, I meant not now, not eventually, like when I was a kid and I never like was able to talk to a girl, and I was like, I wish a girl would talk to me, and now too many. Never mind, this didn't work out well. At now there's two women on this stream looking at me and laughing sometimes because they want me to feel good. I appreciate that. I like Ben, you were a nice hype man during Chloe's introduction of me, but so nice and polite that she didn't hear what you said. She was like, "The album comes out on May 8th." Yeah. What? Wait. Oh, was it wrong? No. Nope. That was a yes. That was a correct. That was. I like the idea of the meek hype man. The meek hype folk will inherit the eventually, like, the rappers will be so bold they'll all die, and the hype people will just be like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's, man, I want to hear a hype person say maybe. That's what you were expecting. It's like, yeah, let me correct you on that. That was actually okay. Sorry for that was my Australian accent. Yeah. I know that we've been doing accent games tonight, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's such a. I'm here. This is my actual background. I didn't take this from Zoom. This is not one of their options that you also can look at in Zoom. But I take social distancing very, very seriously, more than you do. You're like 6 feet. I'm like, how about goodbye, planet? You know what I mean? I'm up here hanging out with Grimes's kid. You know, that's what I'm about. Which I don't know what everyone's problem is. It's obviously short for Christmas Aeneid A-12. Obviously, I know a lot about A-minuses, so that's a joke that you must have read at least a little bit of the news today. You got to keep up. These ain't your daddy's jokes. These ain't your daddy's. Earlier today, somebody was describing to me a show that is more about nothing than Seinfeld, and I said, that ain't your daddy's nothing, and that was pretty good. And what are jokes other than things you said on a podcast earlier? Because today it's difficult to know. Like, people are like, is it harder to do comedy now? And I was like, well, it used to be. It's funny because they're like, oh, it used to be easy, right? It was easy when you just had a room full of people to make laugh. And I'm like, that's not what people thought about it then at all. People were like, wow, it's so hard what you do, and with an audience to entertain. And now they're like, it's so hard what you do without an audience to entertain. I'm like, make up your minds. They're like, life is hard, I guess is what I'm saying. And it's true. I mean, but for me, it's actually the flip side of things being hard is it's easy. Like right now, if you zoom in, like everything, like right now, if you're watching this, like probably you're okay. You're as okay. You're enough okay, unless are you in the hospital? I hope you're okay. Is everything okay? God, am I okay? Is all okay? Like it seems, let's get back around. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, right now, literally and literally. That's like Little Italy and literally Little Italy right now. Look at that. Like, like you have to, like, what is comedy, right? It used to be that you had to say words to audiences and they'd be like, they'd take it in and then their brain would do stuff. But now, look at that, my hand out of nowhere. And then now you can do magic. I'm floating hand in space. That's my comedy style. My comedy style, actually, I've been talking to my mom on the phone a lot recently because about a month and a half ago, my grandmother, her mother, passed away. And so I've been talking to her because of that. And also because of the global pandemic, personal loss, and all of this, united commiserating of this communal, that's been happening. And so I've been talking to my mom and saying, blah, 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 and she's like, what was that? I was like, let me call my hype man. Maybe, I don't know. So I've been talking to my mom a lot, and I don't know if you can tell, like sometimes when I talk on a comedy show or on a podcast or on a radio show or I'll list all of the things that are possible. And then on any of those things, people will be like, wow, when do you ever stop? Does it ever turn off? And I'm like, well, this is a time when I'm meant to be the one talking right now. Like, this is the time when if I was like, all right, I can stop. People are like, oh, is the show over? No, I'm going to keep going because this is the point of the show, that I am the one who is talking. Now, a lot of comedians do pause for laughs, but I do find that I thrive in this environment where in this moment, you might have to just rewind for laughs. If you have to, you can. I'll give you the option, but at least there's not deafening laughter of everyone else in the showroom, because there is no showroom. It's all these different showrooms all around. We're like the Borg now. We're just one united robot. Is that right? I think it is. We're the Borg, and that is that. Oh, Grimes just had a second baby. So I think it's really cool that Elon Musk invented a new baby. That's a fun tweet that I thought I'd say out loud. And that's enough of that one, because it's over. I'm not going to just tell you the same joke over and over again, whether or not it is or is not a joke. So I'll be on the phone with my mom, and a surprise to you might be that while I'm on the phone with my mom, I would say, like, less than 10% of the talking. I'm almost always listening, because my mom has a similar, let's say, gift to me, that she can talk. She can, oh, that reminds me of this, which reminds me of this. I'm like, that's a question that you asked me. She's like, well, I want to go in this direction now, like riffing, jazz, improvising, kind of like into oblivion. That is, so when people ask, Mike, what is your comedy style? I would say it's phone call with my mom. That is my comedy style. It's 100% like I learned it from her. I am her. There might have been a time when I'd be like, wow, like when will it be a different way? I'm like, oh, it won't be. This is the only way that I am her and she is me. And we're a walrus, and we're all together. Other than that part, that's the only part of that song that I didn't understand. I'm like, oh, I am you as we are me, and everyone's all together. But wait, why are we a walrus is just one of the everyone? Okay, I guess that's fine. The Eggman, I mean, I did come, we all came from an egg at some point, some kind of, we all did. You did. Now, not everyone came into the world the way that I do. Everyone puts on their pants one leg at a time, like everyone else, unless they're an octopus. Maybe they probably don't wear pants. But we all came into the world perhaps out of a woman's body, or out of a man's body, out of a non-binary person's body. You can come out of any body. I'm a priest. And the point is, I'm sorry. I stole a little bit of a joke from myself. That's on my album. I didn't mean to tell jokes that already existed. Sorry, everybody. This is just me doing my joke again about how I was doing the same joke as before. So, isn't it? It's interesting that talking is like singing, in that people are like, if they don't want it, they're like, can you stop? So, the point is that I was cesarean. That's all I'm trying to say, is that everyone else who wasn't cesarean, you guys, like, I don't want to, like, I don't, if sometimes my mom is watching my comedy shows now. I didn't tell her about this one, so I think she's not, but she might watch later. Who can say? But this part, oh boy, it's hard now thinking my mom is learning about technology. So all of the things that I say, I'm like, oh, my mom may hear what I'm saying now. So anyway, that joke is over. There wasn't going to be any more about the difference between a cesarean birth and a non-cesarean birth. That's what I call that's what I call you all were born non-cesarean style. And that, sometimes in these times, when we do our tables of times, our times tables, we set the dinner times tables. So sometimes, I guess what I was going to say is, I'm doing, some of this is nonsense. Some of this is nonsense. But the valuable thing about nonsense is it helps you understand what sense is. Like, if you're looking outside and you're like, what a gray day, I don't like this day. It must be that you've seen a sunny day. You must have had a sunny memory, a valuable thing. If you only know rain, like the joke about the fish, we're like, hey, how's the water, fish? And the fish is like, what is water? And then you're like, oh my God, I didn't know you could talk, fish. Another joke that adds on top of it. Oh my God, a talking fish muffin. Okay, so the point is that we're now experiencing nonsense, which means that in order for you to understand that it is nonsense, then there must be something that is sensible in your life, in your experience. It can't all be nonsense. Like, I'm here, I'm not trying to say that I'm some kind of sensei of nonsense or a non-sensei, but what I am saying, what I am not non-saying, I am saying, and you're sensing that I'm saying, is like, sometimes here's the thing about jokes. Like, a lot of comedians do jokes, and that's kind of unoriginal. So that's why I'm not doing that anymore. But I'm trying to forge my own path. You know what I mean? What's your style of comedy? Is it jokes? No, it's forging my own path, I think. Away from jokes, I kind of build up. You know how they say, like, to a sculptor, how do you make that look like an elephant? And you're like, well, you just chip away everything in the marble that isn't an elephant, and then you have an elephant. And so what I'm doing is I'm presenting all the parts that aren't jokes. look. So you can see it's like a space where an elephant would be. The elephant in the room is that there is no elephant in the room, in the sculpture, in the marble. Am I losing my marbles? No, there's some marble, but I'm carving some of the marbles out. Just carving out some, and I know exactly where they are. If you lose a tooth, it's in your hand. You know where it is. If you get lost at the mall, you're not lost. You're found. You know where you are. Everyone else is lost. So to me, if everyone else is lost, that means that I am found. What I'm saying is my comedy style is sort of like, you know, that the illusion where it's like, is it a vase or is it two people kissing almost? Is it people kissing or a vase? Is the empty space the vase looking thing, or is the solid the vase and the empty space is the people? What I'm saying here is actually there's no vase or people. It's all a picture. There's nothing there, and that is what my comedy is like. I bring you right up into the joke, and you're like, is there a joke? I'm like, look, there's a shape of a joke. Probably. Anyway, the point is I just got the light, which means it's time to start my set. So my final / first joke is this. I will tell you that I do have an album coming out this Friday that was correct. Yeah, maybe correct. Those are I'm hyping myself, hype person. When will rap catch up to the rest of the world and have a hype person instead of just a hype man? Hey, you ladies could be hype ladies. Hype. Okay, so the point is the album comes out. It is called AKA. It's available for pre-order now. Pre-order is chaos. That's why I'm doing all of this chaos. So there will be order on Friday. Order it soon. Pre-order it soon, because otherwise it'll be too late to pre-order it, and you'll have to just order it. And no, you don't want to do that. You want to pre-order it. You want to order it. You want to post-order it, and then we'll send it to you in the post. But we'll fix all of this in post, is what I think God will say about life. That's we'll fix that all up later when we rejoin the oneness and unity. That is everything. So the point is the album is called AKA, which is short for the original name of the hour of comedy, which is called All Killing Aside. The hour is about love and compassion and not murdering. Those are the main things it's about. So All Killing Aside, perfect name for an album, other than if you're releasing it in the middle of a pandemic where people are suffering, dying, and uncertain about the future. So I talked to my mom and I was like, all killing aside. She was like, how about take killing out of it and put kidding into it? How about all kidding aside? And I'm like, that does put some of the kidding aside, which is my comedy style. As you've heard on the phone with my mom, the other comedy style. There's a lot of layers. The comedy's been called hilarious and layered, which I call hilarious, which is a way that I've put the word in there, the way that the K has been in the middle of AKA, short for all killing aside and all kidding aside for my mom, also short for also known as my name, Michael Adam Kaplan, given at birth, which is now Myq Kaplan and AKA. We're almost to the end of my essentially like an Ask Me Anything. So this has been my AKA, MAK, AMA about my album, which comes out in just a few days. So I hope it's A-OK, and you'll get it on the 8th of May. Thanks so much for having me. You guys have been great. Hooray. It's me. I'm not muted. My video's gone, but I can talk.
No,
I'm still a person. You hear me.
Oh, you ruined the show.
Nobody stops hearing me.
Damn.
Myq Kaplan 100% will continue talking until you
Not
mute
even a
him.
question.
It's true. Okay, I'm done now.
We gotta get.
Follow him on Instagram and on Twitter, social media, wherever you buy his album. May 8th. Hell yeah, maybe. You know, it's on. It's out there. It's good.
Like MYQ Kaplan.
And follow Dylan too. I'll put their handles in the chat right now. These are
Excellent.
But thank you so much, Myq, for being on the show. Thank you, Dylan, for being on the show. Thank you, everybody, for watching the show. We have one segment to do real quick, and then we are going to close with a little bit of a dance-off.
Perfect.
Baby.
And
I know
I
that's why you
timer set for.
Okay.
What?
Perfect.
Okay. So this next segment, so at the beginning of the show, we talk about something good. This next segment, which also encompasses the show, we talk about everything. So this is something not so good. Okay, we're gonna call this. What do we call it? 3-minute bitch. That's what we call this segment because we are not creative. So myself, Chloe, and Caitlin will all get 1 minute to complain about whatever we want. Chloe's got her timer running. This is perfect. Am I going first? I'll start. You want me to start? I'm jacked up.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
ready to go. This is 3 Minute Bitch. Hit the timer. Let's go. Okay. First of all, Mike was talking about Elon Musk, and we have to talk about this. If you don't know, he's very rich, and he's in a relationship with this artist named Grimes, who I used to like in 2010, back when I sent those weird texts to those women. But everything's fine, okay? Here's the thing about Elon Musk. He's too rich. He's lost touch. He doesn't know what the world is. It's very upsetting, okay? They name their child symbols. I don't know what the symbols are. I'm not going to make them up for you. You can Google it, all right? This is a guy who ran Tesla or whatever. Now he's just ruining all the things I like. He's ruining space. He has a space program. That sucks. He's ruined Grimes. Grimes is an artist I like. That sucks. He's ruined baby names for me. I love baby names. And for you to desecrate baby names the way you're doing it is absolutely not okay. All right? So Elon Musk, if you're watching this, and I know you are, pal, no, you fucked with me, and I don't like it. And that, my friends, is my 3 Minute Bitch. Go off.
Excellent.
That's pretty good. Fuck Elon Musk.
That was pretty good. Okay,
Caitlin, you want to do one?
let's do it. All right, I'm gonna let it out. Here we go. Okay, I don't really get upset often, but man, I'm mad. I'm so mad. Okay, I'm really upset. The other day, I got locked out of my apartment because the lock broke, and so people were locked in, and I couldn't get in because it was broken, and so the key didn't work, and so I had to call a locksmith. And I had to call a locksmith because my landlord didn't answer the phone. I mean, it's the middle of the day. What are you doing? And so he didn't answer the phone. So I had to call a locksmith. He had to come, and he was like 6 feet away, which I understand totally. I get it. You're older than me. But still, it was like, it's a small hallway. Where am I going to go? I had to eat pizza on the steps. Oh, but my boyfriend bought me wine. That was great. But this is mad. I'm mad. So then he, the locksmith, yes. And then he was like, oh, this might be expensive. Oh, it ended up costing $780. That's a lot of money. But I'm getting paid back, so it's okay. It was very inconvenient.
The wire there.
Nailed it. Okay, we're so close. Do you want me to time you, or are you timing yourself?
If you got it up, you time me.
All right, you tell me when you're going.
All right. I'm ready to bitch. Okay, my first issue, I didn't have this planned in advance. In fact, I didn't have this planned until 5 seconds ago. But Ben, is that a goddamn popsicle? A fucking popsicle during a show? Would you eat a popsicle during a stand-up show? Would you just walk on stage with paying customers, or even not paying customers, with people who chose to spend their time watching a show and just put a popsicle in your mouth after you talked about coming in front of my sweet parents? What the fuck? Okay, anyway, that's my first. Oh, Jesus, stop. Okay, anyway, my second bitch. My lovely boyfriend and I are staying at a friend's place in one of the like giant luxury complexes. And all I can think about is stealing their food when it gets dropped off at the concierge. They call it a concierge. They don't even call it a doorman desk. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, at the front, I just want to walk by and be like, your McDonald's is mine, bitch. Anyway.
That was exactly a minute, and a lot of it was pretty hurtful. I guess we'll have to talk about that. And
All
that
right.
was 3 Minute Bitch, everybody.
That was 3 Minute Bitch.
Oh,
Thank you.
we're on time for the first time ever in our lives.
Yeah, truly.
And yeah, this is a popsicle, and if you want to send me some, go ahead. I'll give you my address. I'm not gonna do it on here because people can see it, but like, message me. I'll give you my address. You want to mail me popsicles?
We can
That's
make it.
fine.
That's weird.
Before we get to the dance off, real quick, everybody, let's first of all, let's thank all the comedians that we saw. Give it up for all the comics that we saw. Dylan
Yeah.
Adler,
Dylan Adler.
Myq Kaplan. Mike's got an album coming out. Dylan does a lot of live shows, so definitely follow him on Instagram, Twitter, all these places, so you can keep up with them. Give it up for Lindsay, our producer, who's been crushing it today.
Thank you,
So
Lindsay.
good. We love her, and let's go around, I guess, and just give our socials, whatever.
And the socials, to be fair, are directly below our videos.
Yeah.
Well, then we don't have to do that. Actually, fuck it. No, I'm gonna do it. Follow me on Twitter. This is a big deal for me. I'm trying to make it to 17 followers on Twitter, so I need you. Okay. That's gonna be huge. At Shaq Katzner on Twitter. Also, I did a web thing for a friend, Patrick Hasty. Follow him on Twitter. It's very funny. He's doing a series of comedians, fake conversations. I just want everyone to be happy. Just laugh at stuff. Go follow me. Go follow him. Okay, Chloe, you go. This is a popsicle, by the way.
I follow me, Chloe.Radcliffe. And I don't have any friends who I like enough to plug. That's not true. You should. My wonderful boyfriend is waving from the side. Follow New York Jeffrey if you want somebody other than us to follow. But also, most importantly, you should follow Something Good NY at Something Good NY. Our
Instagram
show.
and Twitter. We need Twitter followers.
Instagram and Twitter. Yes, Something Good NY. Follow us. Caitlin, you.
I'm at Caitlin Peluffo, which you can see. And now, since you both shouted someone out and you did your boyfriend, I have to do my boyfriend. So at not Steven Rogers. He's not Steve Rogers. Just corrected me. I can't even handle it. You're welcome, ass. Okay. No, I love him very much. He bought me wine. And I have a podcast called Good Time Gal, and you should all listen to it. It's about being a drunk idiot, which is pretty much this show every time. Woo! Anyway, I think we're ready for a little bit of a dance.
Can I read the joke on this popsicle stick first?
Please.
Yes.
What would you eat while watching a scary movie? Ice cream. Okay.